Visual effects have become an important part of movies to the point that we currently see them in almost every movie, especially blockbusters. Sometimes we notice them a lot, but sometimes we don't. This difference could drastically change our movie experience to the point that it can make us hate or love a movie. That's a tiny example of how essential VFX have become. But how did they get to the level they are now? First, we need to know what visual effects are to understand its impact on movie making. Visual effects are created or modified imagery that cannot be achieved on a live action shooting. Currently, it is achieved by digital technology, computer generated imagery, known as CGI.
Hold on!
The first visual effect known of dates back to 1895 in the film The Execution of Mary Queen of Scots by Alfred Clark. It seems like her head is being decapitated. Well, it was, but not exactly a human head. You may have noticed a subtle jump cut. That's where the trick is. During the cut, the actress playing Mary is replaced by a mannequin whose head is chopped off. This technique was called the substitution splice, which later on filmmakers like George Miles used for his short films, as he did with a few more techniques like the multiple exposure, the use of miniatures, stop motion animation, time-lapse photography, dissolves of hand-painted color. In 1903, Edwin Porter's The Great Train Robbery was one of the first features using matte shots. The film introduced innovative techniques like composite editing, new camera angles and movement, and pioneered location shooting. For the composite editing, they masked part of the scene, rewinding the film and shooting it again without the matte, this time exposing the previously masked part of the scene. It seems like nothing now, but back then it was huge, and people believed movies were real. Later on in 1907, Norman Dorn popularized the glass shot, in which a part of the scene is painted on a glass that is put in front of the camera so it looks like it's part of the scenery. This helped cut production costs because the filmmakers could build a portion of a set and just fill the rest with glass painting. In the same decade, Frank Williams invented the blue screen, also known as the green screen. By using a monochromatic background, the characters could be separated as single elements and combined with different backgrounds. For Metropolis, the German cinematographer Eugene Schuften created the Schuften process. Fritz Lang, the director, wanted to include actors into the shots of miniatures, so Schuften created a special mirror to make the actors look like they are interacting with the sets. How, you asked? He placed a plate of glass at a 45-degree angle between the camera and the miniature. He traced an outline where the actors would be positioned. The mirror was put in place of the plate of glass. The actors were placed several meters away from the mirror, so that when they were reflected in the mirror, they would appear on the right side.